Industry Insider coming to you from Glastonbury 2013. We're here at Silver Haze. Joining me, Malcolm Haynes from Silver Haze. How are you, mate?
I'm good.
Thanks for having us here.
Yeah, that's all right. You're very welcome. I hope you're enjoying the show.
We got here after all the talking.
You did. Well, you did.
After all my
you and
talking.
your camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got here.
Yeah.
That's Josephine, that camera.
It is. Hello, Josephine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. I've seen you in action. You're a busy man.
Yeah, a little bit.
This is your first sit down and relax, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I sit down quite a bit, but you know, I do a little bit of feeding of communications and questions and answers, etc.
Now, can you let's start where we met just briefly at AWME. You came to AWME you've been for the last 3 years, 4 years.
Yeah.
Now, what we're here for is essentially talking to the artists that you booked at AWME this year, or just last year gone in November 2012.
Yeah.
Tell us about the acts that you booked.
Well, in 2012, we got Sakwatch, we got East Street Soul, we got Adalita, we've got 660, we've got the Congos. I'm sure there must be one or two others, but I booked 240 acts here, so it's quite easy to forget one or two of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now,
and the Metals, which they didn't play on me, but good Melbourne band.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, are you finding it beneficial with AWME going there every year and finding acts? What did it start with your thinking? Where did it start for you when you first arrived there and you started seeing showcases?
Well, I think I've always said this in previous interviews that I think that the Australasian World Music Expo is slightly probably the wrong name for that event. But I'm sure it ticks the right boxes with regards to getting the right funding for because something like that clearly needs funding. No, I find it really beneficial. I think that the quality of acts is always good, and I'd say that 80% of the acts I see are good. Clearly I can't book them all, so I kind of have to be quite choosy about which ones I do. But I enjoy going, and I pretty much see a lot of new stuff that I wouldn't be able to see if I hadn't have gone to AWME. Yeah.
And well, the numbers are increasing here every year. I believe you're booking more artists here from AWME every year.
I don't know if it's more.
Or to the same. It's not decreasing.
It's probably about the same level. I mean, I think in 2010 I had about sort of 9 bands probably 5 bands from New Zealand and probably 4 bands from Australia. I suppose this year it's probably slightly more. Maybe it's about 6 or 7 that I did see at AWME, but it wasn't necessarily meant that I didn't know them before I went to AWME.
Okay. Now let's talk about Silver Haze. Was the dance village or the dance stage?
Yeah, no. Well, we started off as the dance stage in '95. Yeah. With just one stage, and then we kind of grew it for sort of 10 years, and then in 2005 we decided that we would have we would change it into a village. So we went from sort of 1 venue into kind of five venues. And then sort of last year, with the year off, I kind of decided that we needed to have a rebirth, I think, of the village. We kind of been running it for sort of 13 years under the dance village, and so I felt that we wanted, a new name, a new layout, and just a new approach, a rebirth of the dance village. And so we came up with Silver Haze, and the reason we came up with Silver Haze because that's the actual name of the field that we're actually sitting in. It's a really old name for the fields, and so Michael thought it'd be good to call it Silver Haze, and I like that because I actually wanted to get away from kind of being the dance village. I think all music is danceable, so I think to sort of try and categorise it as the dance village, I think it just felt old to me. So I think Silver Haze is new, and it's the rebirth of the dance villages, as they say.
And what are the new installations and stages that you have?
It's all pretty new. Yeah. It's all pretty new,
that sonic stage is quite incredible.
The sonic stage, it's 5 saddle spans put together. It's never been up in this country in that configuration. We've created a new reggae corner with the field, with the gully open air stage, which is going to feature lots of live reggae acts. And then we built the shanty town, which I think you've probably seen, which is called the Blues, and that's going to feature lots of sort of sound system reggae. and it's got Mango Hi-Fi sound system in there, and it kind of looks really rude, you know. And then the Pussy Parlour, it's now the La Pussy Parlour Nouveau. So we've taken it out of the Spiegel tent, put it in a traditional tent, and sort of created sort of bespoke decor for it. And then the Sonic, of course, and then the Wow. You know, the Wow boys, they always do something a little bit different every year. So yeah, it's all completely new for every sense and purpose. Yeah.
And the weather, is it helping you in your transition through the week? As I hear,
yeah,
the better the weather is, the less nerves there are around the place, and it looks like everyone's quite relaxed at the moment.
The weather really helps, obviously, for the build, because it means that when the public arrive, there is still green grass. You know, when it rains beforehand, yeah, a lot of the sites get muddy. So then the punters come on with wet grass and wet mud. And then within a few hours, you know, we're dealing with mud and quagmires. So it's been really glorious the last week or so. Had a little bit of rain, you know, a little bit of wind, but yeah, the wind is good as well. So now we're here. You know, we're kind of the punters coming today. We kind of kick the show off tomorrow with music, and it's all good. There's a lot of green grass around.
So now I need to get into a few of the ins and outs of Glastonbury. Tell me, I have an armful of wristbands here.
Yeah, you're doing well.
Tell me about the game of the wristband, because this is something I'd never heard of before in my life, and it's kind of like it's a video game. It's almost like a platform. You need to collect one to go to the next level. How does it work, and why is it formed into something like that?
I think the thing about Glastonbury, it's very unique. It's made up of lots of little areas that work directly for Michael, and he kind of allows them to kind of have their own sort of backstage bars. So it's all about getting to the backstage bars, and all the backstage bars are amazing. In each area, they all have fantastic bars. And so they also, within the festival themselves, they do their own accreditation. And so, you know, you can consider yourself a seasoned Glastonbury head when you collect as many wristbands as you can.
Well, I'm here. I've got 8.
Yeah, you do. That's not bad for 24 hours. I think that's pretty good. I'm surprised you're still awake after collecting 8. You know, let's see how many you got.
Apparently the pass counts for 2, but you gave me that, so that's kind of a head start.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Let's see how many you got on Monday.
How many on Monday?
Yeah. Let's see if you make it up to about 15, 16.
Can we sit back down on Monday and finish this off?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. We'll see how you got on. Well, if you're actually capable of doing an interview on Monday after getting all these backstage wristbands.
Mate. I'm capable of doing it. You know that. That's why you've got me here. You wouldn't have trusted me to be on side.
You're clearly a professional.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, Malcolm. Thank you very much for allowing me to sit down and have a chat with you here and bringing us into Silver Haze. And
well, I hope you
don't work too hard.
No, I won't. Don't worry. I hope you have a good time.
I will have a good time. Malcolm Haynes here from Silver Haze, Glastonbury 2013. Bye-bye.